Now we're going to make our cluster stitch swatch. Now the cluster stitch is actually just a stitch, but this is the way I like to put that stitch together into a stitch pattern. So that's what I'm showing you here, my little cluster stitch pattern that I like to use. So I've begun with an odd number of stitches. I have 23 single crochet here for row 1. For row 2, we are chaining 1 and we're going to single crochet into each of the first 2 stitches. And then we're just going to chain 1, skip 1, single crochet into the next stitch. We're going to do that all the way across. Just a second here. Chain 1, skip 1, single crochet into the next stitch. We're going to do that all the way across until there's just 1 stitch remaining, and then we will single crochet into that very last stitch. Chain 1, skip 1, single crochet in the next stitch. There is 1 stitch left, and we're just going to single crochet into that last stitch, and then here you go, row 2 of our cluster stitch pattern. Row 3 of our cluster stitch pattern, we are going to start with a double chain 2. So we insert the hook in the first stitch, yarn over, pull through. There's 2 loops on our hook, yarn over, pull through 2, and now insert our hook through the second or farthest away leg of that stitch, yarn over, pull through, 2 loops on our hook, yarn over, pull through 2. There is our doubled chain 2. Now we are going to chain 1. This is our repeat section. We're going to make a 4 double crochet cluster in the next chain 1 space and then chain 1. Repeat that all the way across until we've worked into every single chain 1 space. So let me show you that cluster. 4 double crochet cluster. So we yarn over, insert the hook into the chain 1 space, yarn over, pull through, 3 loops on our hook, yarn over, pull through 2. Now there's 2 loops on our hook. Yarn over, insert the hook into the space, yarn over, pull through, 4 loops on our hook, yarn over, pull through 2, 3 loops on our hook. Yarn over, insert the hook into the chain 1 space, yarn over, pull through, 5 loops on our hook, yarn over, pull through 2. You can see the beginning of 3 double crochet here, so we're not quite done. Yarn over, insert the hook into the chain 1 space, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, and now we've got 5 loops on our hook, and you can see at the bottom we have the bottom half of 4 different double crochet, right? You see that? Now we're going to yarn over and pull through everything here, and that pulls them all together, making a 4 double crochet cluster. Now we're going to chain 1, and then we're just going to repeat that into each and every chain 1 space. So let me show you that again. Yarn over, insert, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, insert, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, insert, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2. One more time, yarn over, insert, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2. We have 5 loops on our hook. We're going to yarn over, pull through all 5 of them, and then chain 1. Repeat this all the way until we've done all of the chain 1 spaces. We've worked that 4 double crochet cluster into each chain 1 space across. We did 4 double crochet cluster and then chain 1, and now we just have these last 2 single crochet left. So all we're going to do is double crochet into the very last stitch of this row. And that is the end of row 3 of our cluster stitch pattern. Row 4 of our cluster stitch pattern, we are going to chain 1 and then single crochet into the very first stitch, and then single crochet into the chain 1 space. We're actually going into the space and making a single crochet. And now we hit our repeat section. We're just going to chain 1 and then single crochet into the next chain 1 space, and we're doing that all the way across. Chain 1, single crochet into the next chain 1 space. Do that all the way across until you've worked into all of the chain 1 spaces. We've put that single crochet into our very last chain 1 space, and so now what we're going to do is just put a single crochet into the last stitch as well. So just like before with our row 2, we start and end with 2 single crochet, but then everything else is chain 1 single crochet. Okay, so there is the end of row 4, and now all we're going to do is repeat rows 3 and 4 over and over again until this is the desired height. Once you have your cluster stitch pattern completed to the height that you would like, we're just going to put another gray border on the top just like we did on the bottom. So I'm simply going to chain one, then I'm going to single crochet into the first stitch, and then I'm going to single crochet into each and every single crochet and chain one space across. So here's another single crochet, putting a single crochet in there. Here's a chain one space, single crochet in there. Okay, and just into each and every single crochet and chain one space all the way across. So I will end up with the same number of single crochet on the very last row as I did on the very first row. And here we are. Our cluster stitch pattern is complete, and we have this nice little swatch.